2, 1.
Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay. This Honorable Supreme Court of Tennessee is now in session. The Honorable Sharon Lee presiding. God save the United States of America, the state of Tennessee, and this honorable court.
Thank you, Mr. Hibner, for opening court today and for making sure all of this goes so smoothly. We appreciate you. We're coming to you live today from the Tennessee Supreme Court room in Knoxville. I want to welcome all of you here, all of you prospective attorneys, your sponsors, and all families and friends who are watching on YouTube. This is a big day for you, and Mr. Hibner, Ms. Edwards, who's president of the Tennessee Bar Association, and we're very honored and happy to be a part of it. Your swearing in today is the result of a lot of hard work and dedication on your part. And we're all here because people have helped us along the way. So I hope you'll take a few moments today to thank those who have loved you and encouraged you and supported you along your journey so that this day is possible. The oath that I will administer to you in a few minutes will change your life in a very good way. You will now have the opportunity to use your law license for good, and I hope that's how you will use it, to do good, to help people in your community, especially people who can't afford to help themselves. We are all also blessed with a great intellect and ability, and we need to remember to help those around us who can't afford to hire us and to do good by them as well. As you go forward, I hope you will, as I said, use your license for good. Keep your personal life and your professional life in a good, solid balance. I hope you'll play well with others. You're going to be spending a lot of time with your brothers and sisters at the bar, with your court staff, with staff in your office. So make things easy on yourself. Don't invite conflict and just get along well with others. Hope you will be civil and be kind and be thoughtful, to show compassion, to kindness, and respect to those around you. You're going to be dealing with people who find themselves in crisis and problem areas. So it's good to be a steadying influence on them. You're going to be bigger than any case or problem that you're involved in. So practice the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I hope you'll get involved in some bar organizations, such as the Tennessee Bar. It's a great place to learn and to network, make friends, and you'll find out that a lot of other people are in the same boat as you. The relationships you build will be rewarding. And as I said, I hope you'll help those who cannot help themselves. We are also incredibly blessed that we really want to get back to those who are not as fortunate as us. So you start today with a clean slate, and it's up to you as to what is written on it. And I hope you will build your reputation as a hardworking, honest lawyer who can be trusted by your colleagues and the court. Now, I know the idea of a slate is rather outdated. Has a slate anymore. So I hope the words that you will adopt as your Twitter hashtags are honest, hardworking, kind, thoughtful, and trustworthy. You've already shown that you have extraordinary intelligence, abilities, and ethics. So I know all of you are going to do very well, and I wish you all the best as you go forward into this wonderful profession. I now want to introduce you to Sharon Edwards. She is president of the Tennessee Bar Association, which has over 20,000 members. And I tell you that because being president of the Tennessee Bar Association is a really big deal. She's vice president of corporate and legal for State Volunteer Mutual Insurance Company. She's an experienced attorney with an outstanding career, and she's going to share some information with you now.
Thank you, Justice Lee. I appreciate the opportunity to make some remarks. My name is Sherry Edwards. I am honored to serve as the president of the Tennessee Bar Association this year. And this is by far the best thing I get to do as president, is to congratulate all of you on your accomplishments and welcome you to the bar. Many of you, as Justice Lee said, have friends and family who have supported you on this journey. They've been with you through grade school, high school, undergrad, law school. They've supported you. They've cheered you on. They've brought you food when you were studying. They've reminded you to sleep. It's very easy to get caught up in the excitement of being sworn in and starting your law practice. But please remember to thank those who helped you get here, because you'll still need their support as time goes along and you actually start to practice law. The journey that brings us to practice law is different for everybody. We all come from different backgrounds. We're different races, different genders, different religions. Some of us are rural, some of us are in the big city, some are going in practice, some are working for a corporation. That diversity brings strength to our profession, but there are also many things that we have in common. We have an enduring loyalty to the core principles of our profession. We have a loyalty to the rule of law. We have an agreement to hold ourselves to a higher standard so that we can help the public. We held ourselves to pro bono work to help those that are less fortunate than us. So let's remember the things that bind us together. The practice of law can be very stressful. It can be difficult, but it is incredibly rewarding. Join a bar association. Of course, shameless plug for the Tennessee Bar Association. We have a wonderful young lawyers division that you will automatically be a member of when you join the Bar Association. These are attorneys just like you who are just being sworn in today, up to 10 years of practice. So you have people that are going through the same learning curve that you are, some people who have been there already. It gives you opportunities for leadership and work in the community. So please check that out. Also, look to your local bar association to be around the attorneys that you'll be practicing with, especially out in the rural areas where you're trying to learn the ropes and learn the court rules and all. It's wonderful to be in an organization such as that. Find a mentor. It's called the practice of law for a reason. I remember being told that a long time ago. Even after 25 years, I don't know all the answers, and I still go ask my mentor. So find a mentor who can show you the ropes, who you can talk to when you're feeling less than secure about your abilities. You're going to do just fine. Take care of your health, not just your physical health, but your mental health and your emotional health. Nobody wants their tombstone to say she billed 20,000 hours every year. You want to build those relationships and keep your relationships with your family and friends, because that will keep you balanced and it will also make you a better attorney. You are joining a wonderful family of attorneys from Kingston down to Chattanooga, across Middle Tennessee, down to Memphis, up to Northwest Tennessee. We're here to support you. We're here to cheer you on. We're here to make sure that you're successful. If I can ever do anything for you, please reach out to me. Again, congratulations on this great day. Soak it in and remember every bit of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Edwards. Appreciate your remarks. All right, we're ready to get started. If you're not already muted, go ahead and mute until it's your turn. And then when you are called on, just remember to unmute yourself. All right, we're going to start with Mr. Wolf, who will introduce Mr. Farrell.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, my name is Joshua Wolf, and I'm a member of the Knoxville Bar. It's my absolute privilege today to introduce Joshua Farrell for admission here today. Josh is a cum laude graduate of the University of Tennessee College of Law, and I've known him since he was a runner, a law student and associate, now with us here at McGangus, Gadlock, and Curry here in Knoxville. Josh has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar, and so I therefore move for Joshua Farrell's admission to practice law before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf, for your motion. I'm happy to grant the motion. And Mr. Farrell, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We're happy to have you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Mr. Swafford?
Yes, Your Honor. May it please the court. My name is Tony Swafford. I'm a member of the Tennessee and Nashville Bar Associations. It's my pleasure today to introduce for admission Claire Grega. Claire is a native of Cleveland, Ohio, a graduate of John Carroll University and my alma mater, Case Western Reserve University School of Law, and she is a new associate at the Swafford Law Firm. Claire has successfully completed all the requirements for admission, and therefore I move this court, this honorable court, for Claire's admission not only to this court, but to all the courts in Tennessee.
Mr. Swafford, thank you for your motion. I'm pleased to grant it. And Ms. Grega, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We wish you all the best.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. McDonald?
May it please the court. My name is Gillian McDonald. I am a member of the Tennessee Bar and the Nashville Bar Association. It is my honor to introduce Christine Elizabeth Hale. Ms. Hale is a graduate of Fisk University and Vanderbilt Law School and is an associate at Frost Brown Todd. Ms. Hale has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Christine Elizabeth Hale's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. McDonald, thank you for your motion. I'm pleased to grant it. Ms. Hale, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Ms. Gentry? Martha Gentry? I'm not hearing you.
Apologies.
There you go. Okay. I did the same thing earlier today. I forgot to unmute.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, I'm Martha Gentry. I am a 36-year member of the Tennessee Bar and the Nashville Bar Association. It is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce Brian Chandler James. He is a young man that I have known for his entire life. I've had the privilege of working with him and encouraging him on this journey to becoming an attorney. He is a graduate of the Belmont School of Law and is working with the firm of Gemellis, Wilson, Merrill, and Fritz in Elyria, Ohio. And we would very much like him to come back to Tennessee to practice soon. Mr. James has successfully completed the requirements for the practice of law before this bar. He is of the highest moral character and integrity, and I'm very proud to recommend him to be my colleague in the Tennessee Bar. I therefore move for his admission to practice before this court and all the courts in the state of Tennessee. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Ms. Gentry, thank you for your motion and for encouraging Mr. James to follow in the path, your path in the legal profession. And Mr. James, congratulations to you. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee, and we hope you will return to Tennessee at some point. Congratulations. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Ray?
Yes, may it please the court. I'm Robert Ray Sr., and I'm a member of the Tennessee Bar. I'm honored to introduce to the court my son, Matthew Ray, whose full name is Robert Howard Matthew Ray Jr. Matthew is an honor graduate of the University of Mississippi School of Law, where he also served as an associate case editor for the Mississippi Law Journal. Matthew is a member of Matthews, Ray, and Neal Law Firm in Somerville, Tennessee. Matthew has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Matthew Ray's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee. Thank you.
Mr. Ray, thank you for your motion. I'm very pleased to grant it. I know this is a very proud day for you to see your son admitted to practice. And Mr. Matthew Ray, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Justice Lee.
And Mr. Cross.
Good morning. May it please the court. I'm Tom Cross. I'm a member of the Nashville Bar, and it's my pleasure this morning to introduce Kelsey Fay Woodward to the court. Kelly is a proud graduate of the Nashville School of Law here in Nashville and will be joining the Metropolitan Nashville Legal Department as an attorney. She has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice before this bar, and I proudly recommend her and move her admission to practice before this court and the other courts of Tennessee.
Mr. Cross, I'm happy to grant your motion. Ms. Woodward, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We're happy to have you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Edwards.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It is my honor to introduce Captain Gunner Raymond Carroll. He is a resident of Joint Base Lewis McChord in Tacoma, Washington. He is a graduate of West Point and Vanderbilt Law School, and he currently serves as a member of the U.S. Army's JAG Corps. Captain Carroll, thank you very much for your service to our country. He has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Captain Gunner Raymond Carroll's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Edwards, thank you for your motion. I'm happy to grant it. Captain Carroll, welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. Congratulations and thank you for your service.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Where are you today? Are you in Washington?
I'm in Charlottesville, Virginia at the JAG school currently, ma'am.
I see. Okay, great. These virtual swearing-ins are wonderful, the way we can bring people together from all over the country and everyone be here together.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Glad to have you in the bar.
It is my honor to introduce Josh Crowfoot from Chattanooga. Josh did his undergrad at Dartmouth College and law school at the Charleston School of Law. He is an associate with Chambliss, Bonner, and Stoffel down in Chattanooga. He has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Josh Crowfoot's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Edwards, thank you for your motion. I'm pleased to grant it. Mr. Crowfoot, congratulations. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We're happy to have you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It is my honor to introduce Katherine Grace Donaldson from Nashville. Katherine studied at Belmont University for her undergrad and the University of Detroit Mercy Law School, where she graduated magna cum laude and was a member of the Frank Murphy Honor Society. She will be an associate at Leitner, Williams, Dooley, and Napolitan. She has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Katherine Grace Donaldson's admission to the practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Edwards, for your motion. I'm happy to grant it. Ms. Donaldson, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It is my honor to introduce Jennifer Guyton from Franklin, Tennessee. She studied undergrad at Bellarmine University and law school at Indiana University in Bloomington. I hope I pronounced your college right. She is at Fidelity National Title Group, so welcome to corporate counsel world. She has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Jennifer Guyton's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you. I'm happy to grant your motion, Ms. Edwards. Ms. Guyton, congratulations to you and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We're happy to have you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.
It is my honor to introduce John Richard Grant IV, who is a resident of Nashville. John did his undergrad at Tulane University and attended Belmont College of Law. He has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for John Richard Grant IV's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Edwards, thank you for your motion. I'm happy to grant it. Mr. Grant, congratulations to you. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We're happy to have you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It is my honor to introduce Madeline Joy Kurtz of Brentwood, Tennessee. Madeline did her undergrad studies at Middle Tennessee State University and attended Belmont College of Law. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Madeline Joy Kurtz's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Edwards, thank you for your motion. I'm pleased to grant it. Ms. Kurtz, congratulations. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It is my honor to introduce Captain Zachary Larson of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I apologize for mispronouncing your name, but I do thank you for your service to our country. He attended undergrad at Siena College and law school at Vanderbilt University Law School. He is also a member of the U.S. Army JAG Corps, and he has been on active Army duty for 6 years. Captain Larson has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Captain Zachary Larson's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
I'm happy to grant your motion. Captain Larson, congratulations and welcome to the bar in Tennessee. We're grateful for your service. We wish you all the best.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's my honor to introduce Carter William Pollock of Nashville. Carter did his undergrad study at Auburn University and law school at the University of Alabama, where he was Hispanic National Moot Court Competition first place overall oralist. Congratulations on that. He will be at Bassberry and Sims. He has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Carter William Pollock's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Edwards, thank you. I'm pleased to grant your motion. Mr. Pollock, congratulations and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We're happy to have you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It is my honor to introduce James Edward Sexton III of Memphis. He did his undergrad at University of Mississippi and law school at the Cecil C. Humphrey School of Law at the University of Memphis, where he received the CALI Award in Corporate Law Seminar at the law school, and he will be working with Creative Artist Agency. Very cool job. He has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for James Edward Sexton III's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Edwards, thank you for your motion. I'm happy to grant it. Mr. Sexton, congratulations. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We wish you all the best.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It is my honor to introduce Sarah Hearn Sexton of Memphis. Sarah graduated University of Mississippi undergrad, summa cum laude, and University of Memphis Cecil C. Humphrey School of Law, magna cum laude, and she is at Birch, Porter, Johnson in Memphis. She has successfully completed all the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Sarah Hearn Sexton's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Ms. Edwards, thank you for your motion. I'm happy to grant it. Ms. Sexton, congratulations and welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. I have to ask, are you related to Mr. Sexton who he just came before you?
Yes, Your Honor, we're married.
I thought so. Well, congratulations to both of you. It's a special day in the Sexton household today, sounds like.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
I wish you both all the best.
Thank you.
It is my honor to introduce Kelsey Fay Sweeney. Kelsey attended law school at the University of Memphis Cecil C. Humphrey School of Law. She has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Kelsey Fay Sweeney's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
I'm happy to grant your motion. Ms. Sweeney, congratulations. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It is my honor to introduce Barry Jacob Thompson from Lebanon, Tennessee. He attended undergrad at Middle Tennessee State University and law school at Belmont University Law School. He is an associate attorney at Rochelle, McCullough, and Alds in Lebanon, Tennessee. Mr. Thompson has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Barry Jacob Thompson's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you for your motion. I'm happy to grant it. Mr. Thompson, congratulations. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We're happy to have you.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you to my parents for their love and support over the years.
Oh, thank you.
It is my honor to introduce Alexa Tipton from Chicago. She attended undergrad at Hillsdale College and law school at the University of Notre Dame Law School. She is an associate with Irwin IP, LLC. Ms. Tipton has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Alexa Tipton's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you for your motion, Ms. Edwards. I'm happy to grant it. Ms. Tipton, congratulations. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We're happy to have you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It is my honor to introduce Abraham Jordan Williamson of Nashville. He has his law degree from Harvard Law School. Mr. Williamson has successfully completed all of the requirements to practice law before this bar. I therefore move for Abraham Jordan Williamson's admission to practice before this court and the courts of Tennessee.
Thank you, Ms. Edwards, for your motion. I'm happy to grant it. Mr. Williamson, congratulations to you. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. We're happy to have you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Happy to be here.
Good. You're used to being last, I suspect, with the last name that starts with a W, but you finished us off well here.
Thank you.
All right.
Justice Lee, that is the end of my list. Yes, ma'am.
Good. Thank you, Ms. Edwards, for being here. I know this takes a lot of time out of your day. This is the third one of these we have done together, the second one today. So thank you for your time and for doing such a good job on these.
It is my pleasure. I'm so happy to be here, and congratulations again to everybody.
Great. All right. So we're ready for the oath. That's what y'all came for. Those of you at home on YouTube, if you want to get your cell phones out, you can snap some pictures. The rest of you on the screen here, raise your right hand.
Unmute.
And unmute. That's right. Unmute. Raise your right hand. I'll wait till everybody unmutes. I think we're good. Take a deep breath. All right. And repeat after me. I, and state your name.
Matthew Ray.
I, Christine Hale.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
I will support the Constitution of the United States.
I will
support the Constitution of the
United States.
The Constitution of the State of Tennessee.
The Constitution of the
Tennessee.
In the practice of my profession.
In the
Practice of my profession.
I will conduct myself with honesty.
I will conduct
myself with honesty.
Fairness, integrity, and civility.
Fairness, integrity, and
civility.
To the best of my skill and abilities.
To the best
of my skill and abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
God.
Congratulations. Welcome to the practice of law in Tennessee. Give yourself a round of applause. Hey. All right, Mr. Hibner, I'll turn it back over to you. You can adjourn court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Congratulations, everyone. This honorable court is now adjourned.